The man the lady went to see is at fault, while the Uber driver or the bus driver is also at fault. How can you
are doing your best to put yourself in?
No, I mean, I'm trying to put myself in the lady's shoe.
The shoes they are wearing. Hey, 100 and something. Don't put yourself in that shoe.
Many my own power okay, I'm coming.
No. So you don't put yourself in.
It's just.
Let's say the thing itself is a wrong move. You don't do that at the first place. For whatever reason the lady is doing that, I personally don't know. You understand? People do things for certain reasons.
Mosquitoes were attacking them, and at another instance, the girl said she had not eaten from morning, and she had been in this, sexual something with him from the time she came till that evening that she was returning.
But there's because if you know, if you owe somebody, like, debt is a sin.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Even though the person is doing a wrong business, let me not say a wrong business, let me put it the right way, an illegal business.
Is it right for a lady to sell her body to feed? So the driver is also at fault at a point. So for me, the three of them are at fault. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to another podcast on the CayWiseTV show. A very big welcome to you, and I want to appreciate you for always staying with us. We are very grateful for your views, for your comments, and for your subscriptions. If you are joining us for the first time, please do well to subscribe to this channel so that anytime we come on air, you can get updates to join us. Today, we have a very interesting story to discuss. A brother shares a story and wants our views and opinions about it. So with me in the studio are two wonderful guests who are going to help me to go through the story. If I listen to it carefully and also add your comment to it so that we can help a brother from here. My hosts in the studio today are Model V and CayWise and Model V. A very welcome to you. Very big welcome to you. Thank you for always making time to join us.
Right.
So without much ado, I want us to listen to the story. Viewers, we'll be right back.
Hello, CayWiseTV. This is an incident I witnessed in my house. A brother of mine booked a hookup from Nungwa to the house. The lady came in the morning. So in the evening time, when the lady was going back, he told the lady that when he gets back to Nungwa, he will send the money to her. And he too booked the Uber car. So when the lady gets back to Nungwa, she was calling him and he switched off his phone. The lady called so many times, it wasn't going through. The driver did, it wasn't going through. So what the driver did was, he sent the lady to the police station. And when they get to the police station, the police said, looking at the situation, he should bring the lady back since they can trace the house he picked the lady from. So we were there and they came back with the lady. And when they get to the house, our brother too wasn't there. We called and called, he wasn't picking. We knocked the door, no one was opening. The driver and the lady was there for about almost getting to some hours. And looking at the time the lady was there, the price of the Uber was going up. We tried so many times to reach that our brother, it wasn't going through. So they were there for about, when it was around 12 to 1, we left to go and sleep. And the lady was even hungry, to the extent that the driver knew to get her some water to drink before she was able to sleep in the driver's car. So in this situation, what will the driver do? CayWiseTV, we need your views and your comments. Thank you.
Okay, welcome back. Thank you for joining us once again. My guests, CayWise and Model V. This is the story we have today. In fact, this story, when I listened to it, I was a bit, emotional, but it's life. So we are here to discuss, we are here to go through it, and we are here to help a brother or the sister out there so that somebody would not go through something similar. So may I have your views, please? Ladies first, Model V.
Well, I wouldn't support anybody in this. The man the lady went to see is at fault, while the Uber driver or the bus driver is also at fault. Because, yes,
Okay.
the lady is owing you. Yes, she's owing you, but then, should you bring her back to where you brought her from? The person not picking the call alone should tell you that this person is not ready to, give the money to the lady, or the person just wants to brown the lady, or he's just
Taking
up
undue
to
advantage.
something. So you guys should rather find a way of resolving that issue than making it a double fare. And in the story, I even heard they even stayed longer, and he didn't stop end the trip. So the bills keep going higher. So the driver is also at fault at a point. So for me, the three of them are at fault. Yeah.
Thank you for your submission, Mother V. What can I say? Say Wise, please, let's hear you.
It's like, well, your energy is down today, kind of. You don't know what to say.
I'm very emotional because the story, I don't know. I'm just
Right.
trying to put myself in the shoe of the lady. This is very pathetic. Seriously. Seriously, it's a very pathetic scene, I mean, from what we heard.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
personally, I have some few questions to ask, but then, however, let's look at it from a different perspective.
Suspense indeed.
The way he said, it's very
It's pathetic. I mean, how can
You are
you?
doing your best to put yourself in.
No, I mean, I'm trying to put myself in the lady's shoe.
The shoes they are wearing.
Hey,
100 and something. Don't put yourself in that shoe.
many men okay, I'm coming.
No. So you don't put yourself in.
It's just somehow like,
Nipa be a cobra.
hey.
Anyway, let's hear you.
Okay, so, well, that story is quite dicey in the sense that
Interesting.
this has to do with a guy booking a lady to have a sexual trade with. However, let's say the thing itself is a wrong move. You don't do that at the first place. For whatever reason the lady is doing that, I personally don't know. You understand? People do things for certain reasons. And far from that, the guy who requested for the lady's service and refused, the person who is sharing the story, that said the brother, that is brother. I wish I can use some adjectives to describe him, but because of
Please be lenient with your words.
I wouldn't want
Be lenient, so I will not.
because if do you know, if you owe somebody, like, debt is a sin.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Even though the person is doing a wrong business, let me not say a wrong business, let me put it the right way, an illegal business, and you also go for an illegal person, and then you refuse to pay the person, two wrongs don't
Make it right, that one.
You understand?
Yeah.
So far as you want to satisfy your
Libido,
pleasure,
sexual.
desire, or whatever, sexual desire,
Libido.
you should
Gratuities.
yes, you should be able to pay for the service. However, the lady came all the way from Nungwa, and then when they got there, the lady said that the person will pay, just for him to, I don't know,
It's
not to
it's sad.
pay for the service and pay for the transport. At least you should be able to pay for. You see, there are some cases the police can't handle them.
Yeah.
That's why they said, okay.
They refer them to
yes.
settle their own case.
Very good.
I think what is making me emotional about the whole thing is from the narration. I think the guy says that they were in the car throughout the night and they had to leave. The observers had to leave because mosquitoes were attacking them. And at another instance, the girl said she had not eaten from morning, and she had been in this. Sexual something with him from the time she came till that evening that she was returning.
But there's something I didn't get about the stories. is it the same, the driver who brought him, her, sorry, waited for her to
No,
finish?
no.
Or I didn't-
This was after the incidents. The guy ordered a boat for the lady to return.
Okay, all right. So
Not
return back
knowing
home, okay.
he had not paid the guy.
So it means that he didn't pay for the service at the same time. He
Didn't pay for the boat
fare.
and didn't give her food.
Wow.
You get the whole point. So I'm just think as a woman, I mean, how could a woman be in this situation? Why would you lower yourself to this extent?
No,
That's what we are looking at.
It's not looking at it as lowering herself, or is that the right word?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
She is into a business that is making her get something to eat. Probably that's what brings food on her table.
Okay.
So you if you listen to the story very well, she said she no chop. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So even the guy, so I'm sure she's expecting out of that she'll be able to get something. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But that guy who did that didn't do well.
Okay, we have 3 personalities here in this, story. We have been able to address the guy. Now let's address the lady and address the driver. Every individual, I think, has a role to play in this, because when I hear Model V submission, she's saying that all of them didn't do well. So we are going to analyze each person's behavior, and then we'll see the right ways to, come up with ideas that will help people to stay away from this kind of things. So let's look at the lady. Is it right for a lady to sell her body to feed? If I should say that, if it's a right question, if it is the right way I should put it. This hookup thing is almost a trend now. It's almost taken everywhere. Most ladies are involved in this. Is this something that people should, keep mute to and allow young ladies to exploit like this?
Where you can
No. I want to start with you. I want to start with
You
you.
want to start with me?
Yes, please.
Okay, well, to me, at times you see when there's this friend of mine who works with a research company. So he told me one day that they did a survey. So they find out reasons why people engage themselves.
Ladies especially.
Yeah, ladies especially engage in sex services, like render sex services for money. And come to think of it, some of them have genuine how do you call it?
Intentions.
Yes. And some too, it's frustration and peer pressure, family, and so many factors.
Genuine intentions. When you talk about genuine intentions, you mean they actually want to do it as a business for a living?
Yes, like kind of, you understand. So they feel okay. Some of them, according to my friend who did, he was like, some of them were like, okay, they haven't been to school. They want to learn how to sew. They can't learn how to sew because they don't have head for those things.
They have
yes, like you don't have the skill, the talent. But no, the passion for it. However, so they just conclude, okay, God has given me something that I can use to my advantage.
All right.
And they go into it. And there are some people, it is from family challenges, issues from their family and stuff like that makes them go into such things.
Very well.
However, I don't support it. I don't encourage that.
I like the latter part.
Yes,
You made your stance clear. Okay, Model V, as a woman, talk from the woman's perspective. Let's hear your views on this.
Well, I wouldn't advise anyone to go into such thing. Look at a situation like this. Who would you talk to? How are you going to say it? That you went into a sex trade and this happened?
Yeah.
If actually you get to your area and you would want to beg someone for the money to give to the boat driver for the meantime to pay the person later, how are you going to say the story?
How are you going to say it?
So I wouldn't advise anybody to go into such thing. It's hard.
Very well, very well, very well, very well. As KY's observe, I mean as KY's observe, I'm very down today because actually I'm broken by the story. I also learned that don't I'm a woman and I'm very emotional, you know that.
It's just one lady too.
Anyway, please let's get back to our topic. I also learned that some of these ladies are actually taken from other countries to come to move from one country to the other in sake of maybe agency will come that we have a job in this country for you, come and do like this, but the person is not aware that this is what they are coming to do, and because you came under the expenses of the agency, you are compelled to work in this circumstance to clear your debts and then to also get a comfortable living. So in that instance, some ladies, I can say their hands are tight. Or
yes, that's what I'm saying, that it depends, because the people who are into that, they have reasons that they are into it. But even though we would say we don't support it, like from my Christian background, it's not something I support, and it's not something I will encourage anybody to do. No matter what the circumstance, at least get a trade, learn something.
So I was coming at that and saying, in addition, that if somebody finds themselves in this situation, what do they do? Because maybe an agency brought you to the country to work in this regard, and they have spent money to bring you here. How do you pay them back, and how do you free yourself from this kind of, sex trade or something of the sort?
There are sex trade videos online, maybe trafficking people and those things, and if you listen to most of them, at the end of the day, they have no option than to submit to that, do it, and pay the agents. Then I saw one video like that, and I think they were celebrating the lady because she was done with her deal. She paid the agents, and then she said she was doing it, taking care of a kid in her country at the same time. So she would have left earlier, like she would have gathered enough money to pay the person earlier, but then she couldn't, because she would be sending money home at the same time paying the woman. So if she's supposed to be paying the person like a month 500 cedis, she would split it into two and then send 250 home. So that delays her payments to the agency. That was the reason why she stayed back. So I think they pay the agents for them to give back their passports and other stuffs that can take them back home. And then they have to save up until maybe you find favor and get a helper that can help you out of that situation.
Very well, very well. But with that notwithstanding, I don't think we support this. No matter how, as a woman, you find yourself in another country because of this or that, you should find better ways to, redeem yourself and go back to your country if you don't want to stay. This is not an option. Now, let's look at the taxi driver or the boat driver. This is an individual who was, employed, let me say, temporarily to drive somebody from a destination to another destination. You only get there to realize that your bill was not paid. That is one side. Then you now decide to drive back to where you picked the person because your bill was not paid. That's another one. Two contracts within one contract. And then you decide again to stay and wait until you find a person who didn't pay your bill. That's 3 in 1 trouble now. So I want us to get to know the personality of this person. His thinking stability.
Bear in mind that the person said the driver took the lady to a police station.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it was how I want a word. It was an advice from the
police that made him drove back.
Yes, that they can't solve the issue. Do you understand?
Yeah.
There is nothing they can do about it because it is not at their place to handle such an issue.
Yeah,
I think the officer in charge they met probably don't know how to go about the whole thing. You understand? So he just advised that, young man, drive her back
To where you pick her
very
from.
good, with the hope that they will meet the guy. But because the guy who is doing the thing, who requested for the service, knows what he's doing, you see,
Whether you are closer to
you don't
him
have
or
money,
not,
right?
he's not going to pick your call. That is it, right?
You know,
Yes, so
the
no,
next
it's like
thing
he knows
is,
what he wants.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
whether the driver is closer to him, mean he's in his house, or he's far away. Whether he calls him or not, he's not going to pick up.
I get it. So, however, it's like the driver to me.
you know, we heard
it's a risk he took.
we heard the driver stays around the guy's area, so his intention is when he brings back the lady,
all right.
He has
when
already
he takes
come
his
home.
money, he's going back to his house straight from that area, so the lady could
okay.
book another ride or anything, because definitely he's not going back to that area again, to the Nungwa area, because so his intention of bringing the lady back is he stays in the same area where he picked the lady from. So at that point, when everything is resolved, he's going back to his house straightforward, like he's close. I'm home already. So I don't
So to me, I don't
But
think
then-
the driver is at fault. He did-
Okay, if
It's
that's the
somehow that
case,
fault,
if
because
that's
you
the
get
case,
there, you are calling the person, and then the person is not picking. End the trip at least to look for what to do. You get, like, how would you even leave it on like
No,
that?
because that's why I said he took a risk. He can make profit out of that. If the guy should, let's say, come out, or if the guy had come out, I'm sure he would have made money out of the situation. Do you understand? Because he's also looking at the profits. And
Yes.
you see, and then on the other side too, as the thing goes high, you pay commission.
Yeah, so-
it's a win or lose thing.
I think the driver was trying to say, the more I keep the ride, I don't end the trip, the more the bills compile,
Yes.
and if I see the person, the larger amount I'm going to take
Yes,
from
then he
him.
also gets his commission from the company.
Okay.
You understand? If it's boats, Shaxi, Yango, or whatever it is.
I see.
You understand? Uber.
And now that the money didn't come at all, that is a huge loss to him.
No, no matter what, the money will come.
How is the money coming?
He will report that number to the office, and they can pick it up from there. Because you requested for a service and you didn't pay for it. That's why the phone that requested for the ride, I'm not sure it's the lady who requested for
No,
the ride.
it's not the lady.
So no matter, see, this one is like he cannot go and hide anywhere. No matter what, they will.
If they are interested in the case,
Yes,
they will
They
find
could
him
even report from there to the police.
Very good.
to pick him up.
Yes, to pick him up. So he can't escape this fella like that.
And
You
he's
understand?
even a Nigerian.
So, however,
Sorry.
the driver is still going to win.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because if he leaves the app on, he's there. But I think that issue, I don't know how they'll solve it. He have gotten to the destination, and the thing is still ready.
For me, I think that the driver could have also be a little human to say that, oh, since the lady complains of not eating in the morning, from morning till now, it means that this guy is not interested in doing what is right, doing what is needful of him. So if I brought the lady to her neighborhood, let me just leave her and do it. I mean, maybe
Jenny, you know what?
Yeah.
At that
No,
point,
I'm sure the
she
driver
didn't
is
say
unaware.
anything that
driver is
then. When
unaware.
they came to the guys, if
They
you listen to
returned
the
second
audio,
time,
when
okay.
they got to the guy's place, so in the audio, I heard the driver fed the lady, right? And then he later let the lady slept in the car, so they didn't know what happened
He
next.
just want to show the guy pepper.
Don't bring tribalism
don't
here,
go to
please.
that
Please retract your statements now. Please
Don't
retract.
try it. Don't try it.
Please retract.
Don't
Please,
try it.
please retract your statements. Most of our viewers are LS and we don't want to offend them. So please no. I wouldn't accept this. So please.
Sure.
Hey, no.
But
Please.
if he's really an Ewe, do you think that guy wouldn't come out? If what you are saying of him being an
They are
Ewe,
next to God, or they sit.
no, you know what you mean by saying the person is an Ewe, right?
Anyway, viewers, please.
It didn't mean
This
stop
thing
fight.
is not something that has anything to do with tribalism. That was just by the way.
Yeah.
So please don't take offense. All right. So this is what we have on board today, and we're grateful if you have your comments coming in to suggest ways that this kind of issues will be solved, because these are all societal issues that can lead to so many vices. assuming the driver didn't take it lightly with the lady and then molested her, or maybe did things that could, infringe on the lady's right, the driver would have been right in a way because he's demanding his pay, and the person who ordered for the service is nowhere to be found, but the person who enjoyed the service is with him. And this could lead to serious issues. So would like you to drop your comments. What do you think? What do you also think? What do you suggest? Because your comment is what will keep us going. We want to know what you also think at home, and then you can help a sister out there. So your final words, CayWise.
Well, to me, what I have to say is that the driver, to me, did well by trying to get his money. Yes, because he has actually he rendered a service. He needs to be paid for
which he should be paid.
But yes, and then the lady on the other side who is doing hookup, I advise her she should have just gone closer to a church to repent. I just ask for.
Would the church feed her? That's
interesting. Interesting. Interesting.
A church nearby and say, I have come to receive Christ as my personal Lord and Savior, so I don't want to do that again.
Oh God.
Then she will repent.
Then she'll go to the pastor's office and say, this is my situation. I don't have a job. I don't have anything to do. I need money for business.
See, a church has employed somebody and the person only distributes the church flyers. Their Sunday services, midweek services.
Okay.
And the pastor pays the person for doing just that.
If there is something like that,
there is always something to be done.
Unless you ask, you will not know that there are things like that.
So even if you want to be cleaning the church and you want the church to pay you, yes, they will do some police report and some stuff, and then they will, you understand.
Yeah.
So those who are in the church and they want job, yes, the church doesn't own a job, or it's not a job agency, but when you need and the church sees the need to assist you, they will do. But me saying she going to the mission house to ask for forgiveness or whatever, what I intend to say is that she should have just repented there and there. But I'm sure ignorantly she will still continue.
If she would continue, then she should, try to take her money before anything.
Well, but she will go and continue elsewhere. So
yes, that's what I'm saying.
I want to tell the driver that God bless him, he did a good job.
Yeah.
And then the guy who went to do soppy here, you don't want to pay after enjoyment. You don't want to pay. There is a bunch of kids waiting for you in hell. But
anyway,
you still pay here on earth before you get to heaven. However, who again? The lady, I spoke about the lady.
Yeah, the guy. You have spoken about the three of them. Thank you for your submission. Mother V, what is your final words?
Okay, so with the lady, like KY said, she should repent. But then if she feels like she wants to continue doing what she's doing, then I would advise personally that she should make sure she smarts up a bit. Like, try to take your money, because you can't, maybe, I don't know, but then she should take her money at least, even if the person will not pay for her fare or something, so she wouldn't get stranded next time. And with the driver, I would say God bless you. If I would see that driver like this, let me see if he's a cute guy, because truthfully, he's a gentleman, you know. For somebody to, you are owing the person, he still considers you, like, buy you food, tell you to go and sit in their car. I would like to see him do.
Commend him.
All right, thank you.
And then with the guy, the main Shege Showa.
Boss.
The Shege
you can be a cobra, chief cobra. Chief cobra.
He shouldn't think he would keep doing that, and by this time or by that time he would have told a lot of friends that I've done this to this lady, and he'll be having fun. But then one day you will come across some, they can, you know, we are in a world where you don't know what happens. You can do something to Auntie Jane and then she might send me to you for a revenge. You wouldn't know.
It's not even me sending nature. Karma will send another person to pay you back in your own.
So don't think you are doing this and you are having fun with it or going scot-free with it. By all means, you will face it.
Okay. Thank you for your submissions, and I want to put this across. There are also students who are into this kind of lifestyle. Please, let's learn from our sister what happened to her. Thankfully, she didn't lose her life, but other people, like we said in our very previous episode, we talked about the one night stand. Some people go and they never get a chance to even return home. They are killed. A lot of things happen. So in the first place, as a woman, think of how fragile you are. Women are not, are so strong as compared to men. Man can harm you in so many ways. So as a woman, think of your fragility, if there is a word like that, first, before you even think of what you are eating or what you put on to look good. Because I think these are the temptations that take the women out. As a student, you are brought to learn. You have to concentrate on your studies. Don't go and be doing hookups. I think the hookup thing has become unbecoming. A lot of ladies are getting into it and it's creating a lot of mess. So please, our advice from this podcast is please say no to the hookups. Find something to do. These days, the social media is enhancing a lot of individual businesses. Find something you can sell. Put your hands to work, women, and please end this hookup thing. I'll also talk about the Game Boy. The chief boss to the Cobra. The chief Cobra boss who today, dear, you have gotten your way. Tomorrow, you might not meet a human being. Maybe you meet somebody else. So please, the men out there, the people who think they are in their carefree days, so they are having fun. They are enjoying life. Sorry, pardon my words. They are enjoying life to every bit. They are experiencing BBLB. It's good, but take it easy because someday you might not be lucky. And to the driver, you did the most recommendable work. God bless you, as everybody is saying. Keep doing the good work. But please, next time, if you are taking rides like this, you need to be careful. Once the person did not pay, land the person where, they don't further incur debt for yourself. The fuel cost will save you to do something better. So, wrapping up, please say shout outs to a few people so that we go.
To all our viewers, please subscribe to the channel and follow all our videos and be blessed. I think that's all I
Model V.
Do not forget to comment, subscribe, and share.
All right. Thank you. I want to say a very big thank you to our crew members. They are not always coming on air like us, but they are the ones who are sustaining the show. A very big shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for your good works. Till we catch you again on this podcast, stay away from hookup and Game Boys. Please stay safe because a lot of sicknesses out there. You might not know, you might not be lucky. I'm Jennifer. Until we come your way again, it's bye for now. A big shout out to all our viewers. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to drop your comments.